So if I'm in the car, there can only really be one reason. We're doing a car-related episode of 2 Minute Tuesday, and this week we're going to be talking about: is it necessary to have a car if you live in the Hondon Valley, as an example, or inland Spain? Can you survive without the use of a car? So as the stereo starts to play. So this week we're going to be looking about living inland Spain without the use of a car. So I'm going to split this into two different sections. Section one is if you live in the village itself. So in this example, I'm going to use Hondon Valley. So in Hondon Valley, we have everything that you would need for day-to-day living. We've got a couple of supermarkets, we've got doctor's surgery, we've got shops, bars, restaurants, everything for sort of day-to-day living. So if you haven't got a car, you can walk into the village, you can pick up all the bits and bobs that you need on a daily basis, and survive perfectly well. However, if you need to go and buy something that you can only buy in one of the cities like Aspe or Elche, then obviously you need a car. If the doctor sends you to a consultation in Aspe, or if you have a hospital appointment in Elche, then again you're going to need a car in order to do that. If you need to go to one of the bigger supermarkets, obviously it's getting everything back, so you're going to need to rely on the generosity of friends or family or neighbours, things like this, which can't always be guaranteed. And so if you live in the village, it's not a necessity. However, it's always a benefit if that's what you're going to have. Now, if you live in the countryside, you don't have any of the advantages that you would have if you were living in the village. So you're going to have to get into the village in any case in order to do it. So I do know people who live in the campo, in the countryside, who don't drive, and they cycle into the village on a daily basis, and they buy the bits and bobs that they need daily rather than going and doing a big shop, and so they don't have that problem. But again, it's the same issue when you're looking at things like having a hospital appointment, or you need to go and renew some papers or documentation, things like this. Then there are the things that you have to take into account that you wouldn't if you've got a car. So really, what I'm trying to get around to saying is that you can, if you live in the village or very close to the village, get by without having a car. However, your life will be much easier if you can drive or have access to a vehicle, because not only will it make it easier for things like hospital appointments and going to big out-of-town DIY stores and supermarkets and things like that, but also it gives you the freedom to go and explore and things. We're not blessed with public transport here in terms of buses and things like that. So to maximise what you get out of your life here in Spain, I would say you're going to need a car to really benefit from the amazing country that we are lucky enough to call home. So really, that's it for this week's episode of 2 Minute Tuesday. You can survive without a car, but you'll be better off and enjoy your time here more if you did have a car. I've even got friends who live on the coast where they have all the public transport and everything, and they still need a car because you still need to get out and about to do things. So I think a car is essential, because no matter where you are in Spain, you'll probably find that the public transport infrastructure isn't as integrated as maybe it would be where you come from. So that's it for this week's episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've got any questions or queries, please feel free to drop me a line. My details should be on the screen at the moment. And until the next episode of 2 Minute Tuesday in a couple of weeks' time, I'll look forward to seeing you then. So until then, adios. See you soon. Bye-bye.